Welcome to Gloria's Gab Live. I am so excited today because I have with me Patsy and Pedro, whom I've known forever, it seems like. And this woman is a Renaissance woman. She does everything. An Emmy Award winning producer, she's an author, even a cancer survivor. She has more than one book, I think, right?
Yes.
And a photographer. And she's launching an exhibit coming up. So we're going to talk about that today. But before we start, again, thank you for coming, by the way.
Oh, please,
Yeah.
my pleasure. Thank you for
Yeah,
having me.
I
And
know.
happy belated Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I had a good weekend with my kids. Hey, so before we start, I've got to thank my show sponsor, South Florida PBS. And if you're not a member, you need to be. They have this beautiful magazine they send out once a month, and it tells you everything that you can do. And they also have a health channel, allhealthtv.com, and you can get all kind of medical advice, telemedicine, that kind of stuff. So check it out. Again, thank you, South Florida PBS. So let's talk. First of all, you're relaunching your production company, which is so cool. And guys, this woman is connected. So yeah,
I'm here.
But aside from relaunching that,
2 years ago, in the midst of my breast cancer journey, I've always loved taking photographs, to the chagrin of my friends, because I never put my camera down. I make them crazy.
I appreciate that.
But I love taking pictures, and I love taking photographs of doors around the planet. I just think like really funky doors,
Yeah.
And so I've done that forever. And within within my chemotherapy sessions, like 17 sessions of them, which I call sacred Jews because they're healing.
Yeah.
I began to look at doors as something different, as a portal to what could be the unexpected blessings in our life. So, we could see a door. It could be cancer, as it was for me. It could be financial worries, the loss of a job, divorce. It could be many things, right?
Right.
And we could look at it and say, this is the end of the path. This is it for me. Or we can really dig deep and find courage and open those doors. And what we can find are some unexpected gifts that we never expected.
Exactly.
So that's where the concept came up. And I said, oh my goodness, I have to put this exhibit together. So the exhibit, and we'll show some of them, is photographs of doors around the planet, from Switzerland, Peru, Chile, US, all over. You literally walk up to the door.
Right.
And you open it.
Oh, how fun.
It's so much fun. And then there is a photograph behind it.
Oh, okay. So they're really doors.
They're really doors.
Really doors opening.
Really doors. So they're photographs of doors, but the door portion is cut out and reattached with hinges and have doorknobs. And then you literally walk up and you open them and you see a landscape. So the door is in one location on this planet, and what's behind it is a totally different location. And that's what's unexpected. Exactly. I don't know if you want to show some of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, we have some up on the screen right now.
Oh, there you go.
Look at that. And
see, so they're actual doors. So they're mounted on wood. They're mounted on thick pieces of wood. Some of them are large, and then there's smaller ones. Yeah. And then you open those doors.
And you get a feel for when you see you're posing with one of them. You get a feel for how big,
how large, yes,
large they are.
That's
now, are you selling these?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's my first. I'm very excited. It's my first curated exhibit.
Well, you should be so proud.
I know, it's just so much fun. Yeah. And it's going to be at Galley.
Where is that?
It's right on Ponce. It's 25, I want to get it right, 2522 Ponce de Leon Boulevard. And it's Galley by Art Lab. It's an art gallery. It's right next to, it's like 2 doors down, I think, from Bugatti.
Oh, sure.
On Ponce de Leon.
Yeah.
So I want to invite all of you to come on Thursday, Friday, Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. So it's May 12th, 13th, and 14th from 6 to 9 p.m. I'll be there every night. And it's kind of the opening nights. And then it'll be up for another 10 days or so. But I would love to see everyone.
Oh my gosh, yeah. that would
those
be fun.
evenings.
But these are amazing photographs.
I know, I love them.
and
So I was going to show you where
It's
some
so
of them are
creative.
from. I don't know if they can be
Oh yeah, put them up
called
again.
up
so
again,
we
maybe
can-
one by one.
We
That
can
will be
identify. Oh yeah,
that would be so cool. So like
Is it
the
are you
first
able to do
one?
one by one?
Yeah.
Click on it. Yeah.
Well,
and see if
that's an animated GIF right there.
Okay.
They're individual slides. They're individual. Is in the PDF. In the PowerPoint. Sorry.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, and then I'll.
Yeah.
Sure,
And then I'll show
yeah.
you where
Okay.
where some of them were shot. But it's so exciting for this to happen. And when I tell people about it, you know, we all go through these challenging moments in life. And
But look at how you make lemonade out of lemons. You know, I mean,
mojitos out of lemons.
there you go, mojitos.
Something like that.
That reminds me, this last weekend we just had a Mother's Day event,
Mhm.
and there were mojitos, and
Well,
somebody said, "Oh, the mojitos were so good," and my daughter said, "I never got one of those." And I go, well, because we had Stephen Bradley was sitting at my table, and he was providing everybody with drinks, but he never brought mojitos. So, yeah,
very good.
but yeah,
Yeah.
they were really good.
They were really good.
Shout out to Bacardi. Thank you for providing
Ooh.
those for our event. Yeah, it
So-
was
Here we go.
okay.
So
there you go.
this one is animated
Yeah.
by itself.
So next.
So this one is the door itself is shot in Cusco, Peru, which is at 12,000
Oh.
feet of elevation. And those are Inca stones, which are just unbelievable. And then
Oh,
when
wow.
it opens, it goes into Big Sur.
And that's Big Sur.
Yep. So this one is shot in Switzerland in a little town called Celerina. And then when it opens, we go to the next one. It shows you
Oh,
Machu Picchu in Peru and this gorgeous llama. So
Llama,
you see it, the door has really nothing to do with what's in the background. They're all little secrets. And then we go to the next one.
Uh-huh.
Maybe. Okay, that's okay. That one's shot in Chile, in Valparaíso, this beautiful coastal town in Chile. And when it opens, dun-dun-dun, this is Big Sur, California. I don't know if it opens one more, maybe not. Yep, there you go.
Oh,
But
my
imagine
gosh.
like literally walking
What
up
a
to this,
beautiful framed.
and it's so much fun.
Is that a sunset or a sunrise? No,
That's a sunset
Sunset
in
of
the West
Pasadena,
Coast
California.
in Big Sur. Yep. And let's see, the next one is, so that was shot also in Valparaíso, the wall and the door.
Oh.
And this one has two doors that open. I'm only going to reveal one, but it's a beautiful creek in Georgia.
Uh-huh.
And then let's see, we'll go to the next one. This was also in Valparaíso, Chile. I'm not going to show you where it goes because then you won't come. And this is one of my favorites. This one is again in Cusco, Peru, the door and that beautiful
look at
Inca
that.
wall.
Beautiful.
And the background is in the Nepali coastline of Kauai. And this to me
Oh,
is,
I love
they're all so special.
Yeah.
This is my largest one. And these are two of my, what I call my
When you say
sacred
your largest,
spots.
how long?
It's about 4 feet, well, 3 feet high, maybe. I don't know. Look at me
Yeah.
there. Oh, it's hard
yeah.
to tell.
Yeah, maybe 3 or 4 feet.
Yeah, 3 or 4 feet by 2, something
or
like that, 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah. And they
Yeah.
range, some of them are just 2 feet by 1. They're all different sizes,
Yeah.
but it's just a fun,
How heavy are they?
not that heavy.
No,
I
I was
mean,
just
a
wondering
little
if you're
heavy.
putting it on a wall,
Oh, no, it's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can
yeah.
hang it up with
Yeah.
just a good, nail.
It's such a clever way of presenting art.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah,
So-
it's fun. So it's, if you go on discoveryourdoorway.com,
Okay.
you can see all the details.
Oh, actually, he's
Is
got
it there?
It's
Oh, you
running,
guys.
yeah.
You guys are so good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's great.
So I'm
So I hope it-
excited.
Yeah. So
I love
you've got
photography.
okay. So
Mhm.
you've got this and the gallery. I hadn't heard of that gallery before.
It's beautiful.
Is it?
Yes, it's a beautiful little gallery called Galley by Art Lab.
Yeah.
And they're going to have another artist exhibit on one of the walls that night. I forgot her name. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Yeah.
But it's going to be, she won't be there. I'll be there. But it's just, they have beautiful exhibits, paintings, sculptures.
Really?
It's really sweet. Yes. And it's
Oh.
literally like a block south of Coral Way of Miracle Mile.
Oh yeah, so it's a great,
So-
beautiful location.
Yeah.
Are they still doing those gallery nights?
Yes,
Oh, they are.
they are.
You
I think
I haven't
it's.
been to a gallery night in forever.
I know. I think it was this past
on-
Friday.
It's usually the first Friday, as I
Yes,
recall.
yes.
When it started years and years ago.
I know. I know.
That's how far we go back. We remember when it started.
I know. There's so much. And I just, the concept of like art and culture is just something that it just makes me so happy. And I think it just transcends. I mean, something like this just makes you happy.
I know, absolutely. And the one that you're showing here, this is the one. She's got little postcards that show, that invite people to come.
That invite people to
that
come.
And that one I love.
Yeah. So what do they say here? Yep. Switzerland and Naples and all these wonderful places. So anyways, that's the exhibit. And hope you can come join us.
Okay. So that's just one of many things. How's the book coming? Or how many? Well, okay. First of all, let's start with
another book.
Okay. Tell me, you've got one, Joy. What?
So my first book is called Dish and Tell.
That's the one you did with 3 other people that were
5 other women. Yes.
That were all breast cancer survivors.
No. That's a whole other.
Oh, that's another one.
That was pre. So this first book is called Dish and Tell. And that was written by 6 women, 6 of my, 5 of my girlfriends and myself a few years back.
Yeah.
And it's all about the juggle to struggle life for women, and we may think that we're so different, and we might be ethnically, in all sorts of different ways. But I think at the core, we're so alike as women. We're nurturers. We're always looking out for other people. Sometimes we put ourselves at the last line of the to-do list, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And so this was girlfriends that just came to me with issues and things they were juggling.
Some of the women? I can't remember.
So there's Tammy Leader Fuller,
right,
who her and I worked together at the NBC in Miami.
Okay.
There's Annie Alcala San Roman. She's a school psychologist, Annie San Roman, dear friend and neighbor. There's Lydia Sacasa, who is a mortgage queen. She's my best friend since grade school. There's Sarah Rosenberg, who her and I worked together at the Miami Herald. And there's Mercedes Soler, who used to work at Univision. And I met her when I worked at American Airlines.
Oh, okay.
So it's all very different kinds of ladies. And so the book is all short stories. Mm-hmm. Written by all of us about these true experiences in our lives. We call ourselves the Miami Bombshells, not because we look like bombshells. Trust me.
Exactly.
But because, remember that?
Yeah,
but because we dropped bombshells every time we met and told stories. So the stories are the bombshells. And some of the stories are signed by the author, and many are not. And those are the bombshell stories.
Oh, they are. Huh?
And that book is called Dish and Tell. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then the next
book came about in the midst of my breast cancer journey. So I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2008. And, same disease that took my 59-year-old mom.
No.
So that's the movie that played in front of me when I was diagnosed. But, I believe that my mom, Daisy, gave me such strength to really deal with this in such a positive, uplifting, deep spiritual way. I'm sure it was her that just guided me through this whole thing. So 4 hours after I was diagnosed, I started videotaping called
Your journey.
Yeah, the journey. Yeah. I called some girlfriends over and I said, I have cancer. And by the way, we're going to videotape the whole journey. And they're going, she's in denial. And I'm going, I don't know. And that's what we did. Thanks, to them who helped me, videotape. But
Well, that was a producer in you. Go,
I know.
I see a story here.
I can't. Yes.
See, looking
I know.
again.
I know. I can't help it. But, I did get a message. Those mojitos. Once a producer, always a producer.
Exactly.
But no, I really got a message. I was supposed to use this journey to help others.
Help other people.
Yeah. So documented the entire year of the journey. It was 17 sessions of sacred juice, chemo, and double mastectomy. I got new girls, better than the old girls. So, you have to laugh in the middle of this because you can't let yourself go down that dark tunnel. And what became of that, that was one of the unexpected gifts. See, that's opening the door and walking through it.
Exactly.
That the healers, the doctors that I met, and then the women. So I created this community. It's a health and wellness community called Positively Pat.
Right.
And it's amazing. And a book, The Cancer Dancer, was born from there. So it's from the moment you're diagnosed, this book can help guide you on your journey to healing. It can tell you the questions to ask the doctors. It can give you all sorts of information, what to do and not do during chemotherapy or radiation, or there's a whole spiritual component to it. But so it's my story. The first half of the book is my story, but the whole second half of the book is more than 400 tips for the patient as well as the caregivers, which, because when you're diagnosed, you're diagnosed, it's not just your diagnosis, it's also the diagnosis of people who love you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So all the video also that we shot got turned into a Discovery documentary that I co-produced.
Oh, okay.
That also called The Cancer Dancer. And I have a fabulous support group called the Link of Hope Sisters.
Oh, really?
And we're sisters because we have attitude. And I have more than 400 women around the world.
Wow.
And we help one another within a special private group on Facebook. And if anyone is diagnosed, and it's not just breast cancer anymore, because I had melanoma like 2 years later. It looks like a dog bite. You can't see it.
Oh, no, I've got some right now.
What?
Yeah. No, little.
No, this was melanoma.
I have the basal cell.
Oh, okay, good.
Right now.
Okay.
Oh, you got the bad one.
Yeah. You got to get checked. You have to get checked.
Yeah, for sure.
Get checked. Go to the dermatologist at least once a year. I go like 3 times a year, and that's the only reason I found it.
Really?
So the support group is women with cancer, and we support one another. We support the ones that are just newly diagnosed, and I have more than 400 women from all over the world, and these ladies are unbelievable in how they.
You're such an inspiration. Wow. And in more ways than one, but
thank you. Please, hello. Look who's talking. This wonderful woman here.
I haven't had to deal with what you've had to deal with.
We all deal with different things.
Yeah, really. But my broken bones don't compare to cancer. I'm telling you.
Tell me about broken bones, honey. And like 4 years ago, I was in New York, stepping out of an SUV.
Yeah.
Like that was I really need to make up a better story. I stepped out of an SUV and went boom, and literally broke my bone here in half.
No.
So it remained like dangling. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. That was fun. So I'm titanium, like bionic woman, titanium plate, 10 screws.
I have the hip.
There you go.
I fell down the stairs.
Oh, see, you've been through that stuff.
No, I said, but compared to cancer, I can deal with a broken hip.
We all go,
Yeah, we all have
we all go through things.
But everything that you experience teaches you a lot. So I always appreciate the fact that if it weren't for one thing, something else wouldn't have happened, kind of thing. And
absolutely.
And you just have to look for the good. And look what you've done with all the things that you've had to deal with, how you've made help the community, help the world, help people understand. You really are such a role model for anybody that has to go through so many different things. I mean, losing your mother at a young age must have been awful.
That was awful. Yeah, that was awful. I was in my 30s.
How did you Yeah. So that was your first.
So I'll give you a little thing that happened. Do we have time?
Sure. Yeah. We've got
10.
10? Yeah, we got 2 minutes.
All right. So maybe this will help someone. Actually, I speak to a lot of women. Actually, no, I speak to a lot of people that are dealing with loss as far as grief goes. And so when my mom was about to pass, it was home, and I was holding her hand, and I was 33, only child. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And of course I was overwhelmed, and I heard a voice, and I know this sounds strange, but it's never happened to me. Never happened to me before. And I heard a voice that said to me,
You're gonna cry, aren't you?
No, I'm not. This is just a blip on the radar screen of her soul.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going, where did that voice come from? And it was like, this is just a blip on the radar screen of her soul. And it, at that moment, and she passed like 5 minutes later.
No.
But oh my goodness, and what's happened since then, and this story is in my first book, Dish and Tell.
Is it? Yeah.
It's called Daisy. What's happened since then is that I get messages from her in the shapes of daisies whenever something's going on that I need her.
Like a daisy pops up.
A daisy pops up.
Wow.
But not like in a normal, like, just I'm looking at, in the grass and there's a daisy. Yeah. Yesterday was Mother's Day. Yeah. So I'm preparing my little coffee. I go have my coffee and I turn on the TV news, which I never do in the morning because I want to be happy. So,
I appreciate that.
I tend to not put on the news. Sorry, media friends. But, and I said to myself, I wonder how you're going to show up today. This was my thought. Yeah. Turn on the news. And the first thing that pops on, I put this on my Facebook page, is Jill Biden. She's speaking, being interviewed about going to Ukraine or something. Right, yeah. And what is she wearing? A dress filled with daisies. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Yeah. That's how it works. Yeah. I remember years after she died, it was like her birthday and I was in Boston. I was going to go to New York, and it was the afternoon and it's her birthday. And I'm going, I haven't seen a daisy today. Oh, well, that's okay. And I'm on the train and I open up the newspaper and the first thing I see is a story on a flower shop and it's all daisies. That. Yeah, right. So I know, you're not the only one. I have so many people that tell me stories about, I have, a friend from the Women's Club whose son passed away and butterflies are the thing that, keep, coming to surface. And that's just one of many things that, people tell you about and you think, oh, wow. But it's real. It's believe it. But it's very comforting too, isn't it? To know it's very comforting. You still, that love endures. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And it's funny because yesterday, also I'm talking to my friend Tammy on the phone. She's in Philly with COVID. And oh, geez. I know. And I'm talking to her on the phone. I've been taking my little power walk in the morning, and after that happened and I'm walking, it's a beautiful day. And all of a sudden I say to her, oh, I sense a rainbow. And she's going, what do you mean you sense a rainbow? I go, I feel a rainbow. She goes, is there a rainbow around? And I look around, I'm going, I don't see a rainbow, but I feel a rainbow. And all of a sudden I go, oh, and a rainbow appears. Get out of here. I took a picture of it. I believe in magic. I believe in messages. Well, I believe in all of that. I do. Well, that's a crazy story. I love that. I want to go on power walks with you. Anytime. Check out. You want a rainbow? Here, call Pat. Yeah. Hey. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was kind of cool. Yeah. Right. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So tell me, what else do we have going on in your life? I know there's so much else. Okay, my company. So, well, your company, that's a big deal. So I just relaunched San Pedro Productions, sanpedroproductions.com. And it's a communications, marketing, so it's a small boutique company. Right. And I love to bring in like really smaller clients. I mean, I'll take a big client, that's good too. But, ones that, can really, really benefit from a small boutique firm. So I have amazing people that are on my team. Yeah. And we do everything from marketing and communications. I have a digital whiz who's he's amazing with technology and digital marketing and all of that. Apparently, because you've got a lot of followers. Somebody's doing a good job. But it's, and we, I love to write, help people with things that they need written, and video production as well, and photography.
Right.
all these things. And, I bring to the table my years of experience.
Yeah.
When the Miami Herald, at NBC, at American Airlines, at the University of Miami, all this, multitude of, I started young. I started when I was 5.
Yeah.
Dating myself.
So she's still a baby.
Still a baby. But it's nice, this it can bring a very personal touch. Don't take on a lot of clients, just a few limited ones. So it can be very, very hands-on.
Yeah.
And I think that really makes a difference.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So anybody would be lucky to have you help them
Thank you.
with whatever
you
need. So I think our time is almost up. Is it not?
Yeah, we got 5
Gerald, we have 5 minutes. Okay. So there's a couple of things coming up this week that I want to share with everybody.
I wanna know all about it. Please.
On Friday, Safe Haven for Newborns has their golf tournament at Trump. I think it's on the red course. Not sure. When I show up, I guess I'll find out. I'll be there. Anyway, they've already saved, oh my goodness, 360 babies from abandonment. Can you imagine? And
South Florida?
Yeah. No, all over. It started just in South Florida. And, Nick Silverio founded it and he funded it. And he's been working with Safe Haven, running the organization 24/7. They have hotline. They're all over Florida now. They're going out to different states.
Wow.
And they've even helped babies outside the United States. I mean,
that's wonderful.
His reach is so broad.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. So this golf tournament is an annual tournament they do every year. It's so much fun. And
you're a golfer?
You know what? Last golf tournament I was in, I came in 3rd place with my team because it was best ball. And I decided I was with the 3 guys. And I said, hey guys, I can't drive, I haven't played golf since I was in college, and that was a long time ago. So I said, I can, let me putt. When we get to the green, I'll putt, and then you'll see how the green, how it goes. So that'll help you guys out. So turns out, pretty good putter. They didn't need to putt because I was getting them in.
Okay.
So that's why we ended up through 3rd place, just because I couldn't do anything but putt, but I was pretty good at that. Yeah, right. So so I just go and I sell raffle tickets because, as everyone knows, I sell raffle tickets all over.
Yes, she does.
So we make a lot of money on the raffle. And the golfers we have are amazing. I know one of them has been there every single Coastal Construction, every single year. I think Brown and Brown. There's different people that I remember that seem to be coming back every year to support it. And they're so much fun, so generous.
That's wonderful.
And so it's a great time. And
you do so much good for so many people.
Well, I enjoy being around people like you that give back. And it makes me happy. So people wonder why I'm so happy. I'm so happy because I get to be around people that are so much fun, that are truly have generous, good hearts. And Nick Silverio is a prime example of that. Yeah. But coming up, we have a trash and show. The General Federation of Women's Club has a convention in Orlando, and we're going to have a trash and show. And this is a
trash and show?
A trash and show. And we're making, our district is making clothes out of, a whole outfit out of recycled materials.
Oh, I love that.
Knitting. So Anita Jenkins is knitting a dress. I'm making Linda, my friend Linda Hartwell, I have a lot of wine corks. You can appreciate that I've saved over the years. So finally, we're putting them to use. We're making sandals out of wine corks, and then using crocheting bags to make the straps and stuff. Made a purse out of wine corks, and a cigar box, and turned out beautiful. My daughter loves it. I think she's going to actually steal it from me when we're done with the fashion show or the trash and show. And anyway, but from the district, all these different clubs all over Miami-Dade County are participating, and somebody's doing a hat, and
that's awesome.
And we're doing them all with we're doing them all with Ukraine colors, blue
Oh.
and yeah. So another one touches your heart.
Yes, it does.
So anyway, but our time is up.
Ah,
I'm so happy
this
you
was
came
so
today. Thank you
fun.
so much.
Thank you.
Right. And again, thank you so much to South Florida PBS for supporting the show and sponsoring us every week. And I look forward to seeing everybody next week. Hope everyone